this is gonna be the last part for a little while. But my hair feels like it's all staticky. Curse the hair gods. Anyways, sorry, I was talking to myself. I'm gonna be doing my nude lipstick collection because I'm mostly a nude lipstick gal. If you guys want to see the other lipsticks I have that aren't nude, let me know, and I might do that in the first half of October, or we'll have to wait maybe November. We'll see, because I have a lot of Halloween content planned. So let's just get into it. I'm gonna swatch them on my hand, not on my lips, because I care about myself, and I don't know if I'm willing to sacrifice my lips for the YouTube. I don't know. I also I have struggles with my lips if I'm like rubbing them a lot, so I don't want to do that. Anyway, let's just start with the one that I'm wearing today. I usually wear the NYX lip liner in the shade Natural, and then I'll put on a nude. So this is what I'm wearing today. It's from Kaja. I love Kaja. They're such a good brand. And this is the Earhart lipstick. It's in the shade Sweetheart. Sweetheart. I really like this lipstick. I generally go for more of a matte lipstick. I'm not too much of a satin shiny gal, but this is actually a satin lipstick. And what I actually like about it, first off, the packaging is like a heart, although I will admit it's the teeniest bit phallic. I think it's mostly just the specific shade that makes it so phallic. Someone in marketing didn't see that. Anyway, what I really like about this lipstick is you put it on and it's like this nude shade, and then when it kind of wears off, it leaves a reddish tint on the lips. The tint doesn't last like all day or anything. It probably lasts like an hour or two, but it's very nice for wearing it out out for a day, and you might be like eating and drinking, so it's like it wears nicely, which is a huge bonus when it comes to a lipstick, especially if you kind of live a bit of a more busy lifestyle. Anyways, we shall swatch. The inside is also like shaped like a heart. If you can see, it's kind of dirty because I did use it. My apologies. Look how cute. Like, it has a little heart at the top. It's really pretty. It's definitely more of that pinky nude, which normally I go for like a peachy nude, but I also really like this shade of nude, so that's this one. These are really good. They have a bunch of other shades too if you are interested. I started wearing lipstick more in the liquid lipstick state of things, so it did take me a minute to get into bullet lipsticks. I was like, how do I wear that? Like, I don't even know how to apply it. Like, what? If you're kind of like new to bullet lipsticks, I highly suggest this formula. It's easy to use. Especially, I find bullet lipsticks plus nudes can be a little bit hard, especially if they're like a lighter nude. The formulas can be iffy, so I really do like this one kind of for a starter, if that's something that like you're interested in. Okay. Alright, I'm gonna do my bullet lipsticks, and then we'll get into like other liquid lipsticks. So this is the most stunning packaging of a lipstick ever. Like, I could just stare at this all day. So this is from the brand Hank and Henry. They are a makeup artist on Instagram. Hank and Henry. I'm not sure. I think his name's Hank, but his like Instagram handle is Hank and Henry, and then the brand is Hank and Henry. I think his name is Hank. I'm not sure, but he's stunning. Like, he does the most stunning looks. If you don't follow him or like don't know what I'm talking about, you should Lust. So this packaging is really cool. You actually push down on the top. It's kind of loud, so you push down on the button and the lipstick comes out, and it's just, I love the red. It just makes me feel like I'm rich, darling. Anyways, you kind of like spread it up, and if you can see, it's kind of like I took a piece out, but the outside is so stunning and sparkly. This is a bit more of a grayish nude, I would say. This is still a matte despite the sparkles. Like, no worries about that. Sometimes they come off, but not really. So I'm gonna swatch it. So that's the shade right there. It's really stunning. It's more of a cooler tone, but I would say it's still on this pink spectrum. It's really stunning. For me, I prefer to wear this in the colder months, so I'm about to get some heck and wear out of it. But yeah, it's just stunning. I'm not sure if this shade's still available, but I'll obviously like link everything down below. So up next is a lipstick from, where did it go? Where is it? Doesn't it say on here? Am I imagining it? It's from Maybelline. Yeah, Maybelline, New York. This is like the classic Maybelline lipstick, and it's the bold lipstick. That's just what it says, is bold, and it's in the shade Nude Thrill. Nude Thrill. And again, this is just like the classic bullet lipstick style. The packaging is pretty on these as well. Now, the one thing I'm going to mention about this lipstick is it has a definite scent. Like, I can smell it from here. It's the Maybelline lipstick scent. I don't really know how else to explain it, but yeah. This is an interesting shade. It's like, I don't really know how to explain it. It's very light. I use this more in the center of the lips, but I'll swatch it. Yeah, it's kind of that peachy, light nude shade. I don't love the formula of this. I don't love Maybelline lipsticks, like the bullet lipsticks, their formula. It's not my absolute favorite, but it gets the job done. So like, there's no like actual complaining. I just, sometimes I don't reach for it because I have other lipsticks I love more, but sometimes I'll be like looking through my lipsticks and I'm like, I want to kind of like try something new. I'll always kind of throw this on, so I don't mind it. This shade's really pretty. Like these two, the Hank and Henry one on the outside, and then a little bit of Nude Thrill in the middle is really pretty. And it is a matte. It's a bit more matte. Yeah, I don't really have a complaint about it. It's just not my absolute, like, this is the best formula I've ever tried, so that's how I feel. And I only have the 3 bullet nude lipsticks, and now we're gonna kind of go into my drugstore liquid lips, but some of them aren't, like, they're matte liquid lipsticks, but they're not the like liquid lipstick that we're used to from like 2016, if that makes sense. They dry down, but they're not that drying, crusty, like no smudging kind of liquid lipstick, if that makes sense. So I thought it was fitting to talk about this one next. So this is a Maybelline Vivid Matte Liquid Bi-Color Sensational Lip, and it's also in the shade Nude Thrill, which I think is very interesting. Very interesting. smells like something from my childhood, like makeup from my childhood. I don't really know how to explain it. But here's the doe foot. It's very interesting. It's like a straight and really long little thing. I don't really know how to explain it. The interesting thing here is I'm gonna swatch it, and it's very much so darker. So that's the Bullet lipstick in Nude Thrill, and that's y'all, the power just went out. Did you see that? I'm not cutting that out. That was, I better still be filming. Okay. This is the Bullet lipstick in Nude Thrill, and that was the Vivid Matte. They're very different, even though they're the same shade. Yeah, and this one doesn't really dry down. It kind of just stays the way it is. It doesn't like smudge too much or anything like that. It's still really nice. I actually prefer this shade on me, just because this one is just, it's really bright, like light. It kind of gives you that concealer lips look. Okay, so up next we have another Maybelline lipstick. This is a Super Stay Matte Ink, and it's in the shade Driver. These are really good quality, but they really stick on the lips. I wouldn't say that they're overly drying or anything like that. They just stick on the lips. Sometimes when I have like liquid lipstick that's really hard to get off, I actually put lip gloss on, and then it makes it a lot easier to come off. But this formula is really good. I enjoy these a lot. Yeah. Again, Maybelline's lipsticks always have a scent. This one's probably like my favorite. It's definitely like vanilla or something along those lines. And the doe foot of this is one of those like teardrop ones. It kind of has like that little hole in the middle, if that makes sense. So I'll swatch it. It's definitely a peachy nude. It's very pretty. So it's just that one. It's Driver. I really like this. Sometimes I don't overly reach for it. I don't overly reach for this sometimes because it doesn't always wear the nicest, but it is nice. It's a good formula and everything. It's just like if you're gonna go like eat a hamburger, you're gonna need to reapply or something, so there's always something to consider. And this is more, it definitely dries down, like you can already see. Oh no, it's this one. You can already see that it dries down, but this one it doesn't, because like I can just smudge it off, whereas this one, it's still drying, but it won't smudge off. Like once it's dry, it's kind of there. But I would definitely say that liquid lipstick formulas have drastically improved from the early days where you'd get like mad butthole lip, and like it would like shave off in like nasty chunks, and it would just like dry, so drying. I'd say that this is a lot better than the old days, if that makes sense. So I do highly recommend these if you're looking for a drugstore lip. One of my favorites. Okay, up next. This is probably one of my go-to liquid lipsticks, nude lips in general, so. And the packaging is so cute. I really like green. I'm a green girl, which I find like a little weird. I don't really know where it came from, but I do really enjoy a good green. So this is from Pixi by Petra, and it's what is this actually called? It has a different name, but it's in the shade Bare Beauty. I think it's like some sort of liquid lip is the name. I don't remember. I'll link it down below, obviously. But this, and it smells like a lemon meringue pie. I'm not always the hugest fan of scents and lipsticks. They kind of like irritate my throat, but this one, if every lip product in the world smelled like this, I would be happy. It just smells like lemon dessert. It's really delightful. Makes me hungry. Makes me want to go to my kitchen and bake a pie. That's the dough foot. It's on an angle, and it's one of those teardrop ones with the little hole in it. And this I will swatch right here for y'all. That was a large swatch. So this liquid lipstick, okay, sorry, that's the shade. I'm getting ahead of myself. It's definitely a peachy light nude. Very, very pretty. I love putting a dark lip liner on and then this in the middle. This also wears so stunning. It dries down to be kind of more of like a stain. It's not a very thick formula. As you can kind of tell, it's pretty like watery, I guess, but not streaky whatsoever. Although I've never worn it on my lips by itself, just because I'm pale and that would look funny. But it wears so beautifully, like just so easy, and I really like the shade. I'm just a huge fan, honestly. I don't really know what else to say, just huge fan. Every Pixi product I've tried I've really liked, and that's very impressive for a brand to like impress me that much, where I'm like, I got nothing bad to say. So yeah. Alright, let's move on. We're gonna move on to NYX. Now this is my favorite lipstick that's ever graced this earth, and I need to buy a new one. So this actually, I bought it as a little duo. There was a red one and then there was this nude one, and it was the Sabrina, like the Chilling Adventures of Sabrina or whatever, the little collaboration that they had with NYX. And this is a NYX soft matte lip cream in the shade Cabo. Anyways, I was in Shoppers Drug Mart and I saw this little collab, and I was like super into the TV show at the time. This was before it got cancelled. Of course. I was like really into the TV show at the time. It was like the perfect. It was fall. I was watching it. I was in Shoppers Drug Mart and I impulse bought it, and I'm like so glad I bought this because this is my favorite. I rarely wear the red, but I went through this phase where I wore red lipstick every single day, and now it's nude lipstick every single day, and I rarely touch red lipstick because red lipstick is now scary, even though when I was less experienced with makeup, I was throwing red lips on every day. Anyway, this is my favorite lipstick ever. I don't really know what else to say. I'm nearly out. I'm like scraping the sides. So, first off, it smells delightful. Just a hint of vanilla. And I'll show y'all. It's just a really chill, regular doe foot. I'm gonna swatch it, but I have some things to say. So that's the shade right there. This lipstick looks absolutely terrible on the lips without a lip liner. It's streaky, it's pale, it's absolutely disgusting. Like, do not put this on by itself. You are gonna be like, what was this lady talking about? She's absolutely full of hokum, like she's lying to me. No, you need a lip liner, and I'm just gonna be honest, because when you are dealing with shades this light, babes, you need a lip liner. It's just, they're hard to formulate their light shade. Like, you need a darker, you need a lip liner. That's just kind of how it works. That's what these shades are more or less made for. Anyways, it is the perfect peachy nude. The perfect peachy nude. I think it gives me almost the perfect 90s look when I want to be on the warmer tone of things, you know? It just looks stunning in the middle of the lips. It's a soft matte lip cream, so it dries down, but not completely, so it wears so well. Like, it just beautifully wears off, and that's something that I feel like we need to talk more about makeup. Yeah, it looks pretty the first 10 minutes you put it on, but can I wear this out for the whole day? It's just stunning. I don't really know what else to say. I am in love. I wear this all the time. I need a new one because I'm scraping the sides. Love it. I love it. I love NYX lip products. They just get me every single time. So, yeah. Up next, we have another NYX matte, soft matte lip cream. But this is in the shade Cairo. This is definitely a lighter shade than Cabo and Cairo. I was trying to buy Cabo and I bought this one. And I was like, I'll give it a shot. I don't hate it, but it's pretty light, so I'll just swatch it for you. But I do like how the lid is like a soft matte touch, but this one's like glossy because it has little hearts and little fiery hearts and little cats. It's supposed to be like Salem, you know, because Sabrina the witch. Anyway, and this one, oh, I got it on my nose, didn't I? I did. This one smells terrible. Just smells like makeup product. And maybe like cheese. It's definitely not the delightful vanilla scent of that one, so I'm guessing that that's just for the collaboration. Anyways, I shall swatch it. The doe foot's also the same, in case you're wondering. But anyways, that's the shade. It's just pretty light. It's in the same range, but like so much lighter. So it's very like similar to the Nude Throw by Maybelline, but on the peachier side, and that one's like pinkier. If that makes sense. I've only worn this a few times. I don't hate it. It's just kind of like, I don't know, I haven't been reaching for it. Hopefully I'll get on a kick. Like sometimes I'll try a makeup product and I'm like, yeah, whatever, because I'm like obsessed with something else, and then as time goes on I'll give it another try, and then one day it'll just spark and I'll be like, this is so pretty, this is it, this is so, like, I'll just use it. So I'm hoping that happens. Sometimes it doesn't, but oftentimes it does. So yeah. Now the last three I have are genuine liquid lipsticks, like the classic, what you immediately think of when you think of a matte liquid lipstick. Okay. And definitely not my favorite anymore. I prefer like the soft matte lip cream, like that kind of thing. That's like my favorite kind of formula to wear. Anyways, this is hankering on the edge of barely being a nude. And this is by the brand, I think it's Qveen or Queen, I'm not really sure. It's Qveen. I'm not sure if it's Queen or Qveen. Like Qveen. Not 100% sure, but I like the idea of it. Makes me think of vampires for sure. Like, you know what I mean? Or like a snake. Something wicked this way comes, you know what I mean? Anywho, this is in the shade Thick Skin. The name, I love it. First off, I love it, but it also kind of makes me like, makes me kind of want to be like, where's my mom? I need her to protect me. I'm scared. But at the same time, I'm like, okay, that you made a brand and you stuck to it. Like, I love it. Anyway, I like the black packaging. It's like so sleek, and I love black. Like, black is just an aesthetic in and amongst itself. So yeah. This doesn't really smell like much, which I'm just a really big fan of unscented makeup. Like, it's fine if it kind of like has that little tinge of like, oh yeah, this is like a product, but I don't overly love it when there's a scent, except for the lemony scent from that Pixi liquid lipstick. That, put that in a body just kind of got over the brand and like everything like that. My favorite was Bow and Arrow. It was so stunning. It really gave like that 90s lip, and my favorite era from makeup and fashion is like that 90s grunge kind of thing, except for the brows, you know, but like the 90s lip, the plaids, like I just eat that up. But yeah, that's the shade, and you can already tell that it's like drying down. It's a very classic liquid lip. I've only worn this a few times. I wore this in my dating roleplay. I'm not sure if that's out yet. I think it's out, or does it come out? I think it's out. This is the lipstick I was wearing. It was pretty, but I overlined my lips like super hardcore intentionally, and then I had to take it off because I just couldn't take myself seriously. So I do feel like as cold weather and like if fall really sets in, you know, I'll probably be throwing this on quite a lot. So that's good. That's fun and fresh. Up next, we have a liquid lipstick from the one and only Anastasia Beverly Hills. I used to have 2 liquid lipsticks from them. There's a really weird sound going on. Anyway, sorry. I think it stopped. It kind of sounds like someone's like spraying a hose, but it's literally about to rain outside. Like the power went off. Anyway, I used to have, it was called Spicy, was the one shade, and it was like this bright orange. I loved it. I was obsessed. And then I had American Doll, which was a red. And now I have this nude. And this is in the shade Naked. Anastasia's liquid lipstick formula is not my favorite. It's very reminiscent of like the ColourPop OG formula. Like some days it just doesn't feel good, but very opaque, very like boom in your face, relatively easy to apply, does dry pretty fast, that kind of thing. This is a very light shade though, so it's kind of just a like inner lip kind of move, but yeah. I think that they did change, they changed the doe foot, because when I had the other 2 shades, it was just a classic doe foot, and now it's like that straight one that is very flexible. You can see that. Now I have liquid lipstick on my finger. Also doesn't smell like anything, which is genuinely a good thing, so I'm gonna swatch it. Yeah, this is like so opaque, like it literally coated my arm hairs. I'm honestly like, I haven't posted any of my makeup collection videos yet, but I'm nervous that people are gonna like bully me for my arm hair, and I don't know what else to say other than the fact that like my ethnicity is 75% Ukrainian. So I don't know what to tell you, that I just have darker body hair, and like I don't care. Like I'm not gonna shave my arm for y'all anyway. That's the shade. It's more on the peachy side, but very, very light. Very light. It's making a good sound though. Anyways, don't bully me for my arm hair. That'd be great, thank you. Okay, and last but not least, we're on our last lipstick. This has been one of my favorite lipsticks throughout the last 10 years, and I feel like that's crazy that this lipstick is still available. You can still buy it. I've had this one for two-ish years, but this is my second tube of it, and I don't very often repurchase lipsticks. I think this is maybe the only one I've ever repurchased, and then I repurchased the Gloss Bomb in Universal, the Fenty Gloss Bomb in Fenty Glow. Yeah, that's the only other like lip product I've repurchased. and I'll swatch it all up in my arm hair. So that's the shade right there. It's a very cool pink, like medium toned nude. I was obsessed with this. It gives me, like, personally, I loved it so much because it gives you that 90s nude vibe, like, perfectly. I used to mix this with Bow and Arrow by Kat Von D every single day. Like, I'd outline with Bow and Arrow, pop this on, and the formula is pretty thick, so it would really, like, when you first put this on, you don't have lines in your lips, like, it covers it. It's not really my jam anymore. I'm more into a nice chill nude that fades easily, doesn't really feel like I have it on, or it's more moisturizing, but this used to just be my bread and butter. I literally had to buy another one. Yeah, I loved it. I just loved it so much. I haven't been wearing it too much for the last year-ish, but yeah, who knows? Maybe I'll fall back in love, but the formula is just not the best anymore in my opinion, but yeah, there's this. Okay guys, that's all my nude lipsticks. I hope you enjoyed. So, if you're still awake, please like and subscribe to my channel. Like the video, subscribe to my channel. You can't like my channel. Well, you can like my channel, but it's not like an action. Okay, I'm just gonna wish y'all a good